The exact way you assemble a turbo. You see this? I mean, if you can't get these parts fit, take the hammer. Eating my vitamin C. Today is turbo change-o day. Again. I'm getting tired of changing turbos. Okay, I just had a thought. It happens. Not very often, but it does happen. I want the boost pressure housing off of that one. Right there. Underneath the micro towel box. Right there. That one. So, I'm going to... You don't buy me flowers. So, I'm going to be nice to this. Hopefully not drop it on the floor, because that won't be very nice to it. There. So, now, right? Now you can wail away on this thing mercilessly. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. You don't buy me. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sexy? Just pops right off in your hands. It's this housing that I want, right? If you're following along with me. This housing is the one I want, because it bolts on or sets on here different than the other ones do. Now, it's off. It went that way. I can't tell you which way it went, but it did not stay here. Okay. Whatever it was going to do, it is not doing. Okay. Well, let's just stuff her back together. Come with me. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. This is the exact way you assemble a turbo. You see this? I mean, if you can't get these parts fit, take the hammer, hit them. Whack them a few times. These turbos aren't as delicate as you think they are. I mean, don't worry about metal shavings. It's perfectly fine. I mean, they put up with carbon. So then once you got this thing seated, it'll spin freely, right? Yeah, that thing there will spin freely. So don't worry about anything else. I mean, as long as it kind of turns or moves a little bit, you're good. It should be super, super tight. It shouldn't be loose. So, I mean, you put your vice grips back on here again. Oh, we got, yeah, it's okay. We'll use these ones. So, yeah, crank them on tight. Don't worry about balance on these things either. These are these Chinese turbos. They're self-balancing, self-clearancing. So you get that on there and you just, see how tight that is? That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. Yeah, there we go. See? Now she turns free. Yeah, that's how it goes together. That's exactly what you wanted right there. So, get your vice grips off. Make sure you don't, hit the fins here, because you definitely don't want to accidentally, bend a fin. No, you just don't want to do that. That's bad for them. So, you see how it kind of is like a little bit crunchy there, So yeah, so then make sure you pull it back out, and that's perfectly fine right there.
2 out of 10. Yeah. Don't try this.
Just take that piece right out of the equation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, come on out of there now. You aren't needed anymore. Your retirement plan has expired. Yep, there we go. There you go. See? excess parts. That's all they've got is excess parts. That you don't need that. Now it'll go together even easier. So, you just slot her together. Hit it with a hammer a couple times. Don't hit the fins, man.
Perfect.
You don't want to wreck your turbo. You don't want to hit the fins and bend them in because then it just won't boost properly, So you make sure that the fins are nice and straight like these ones here, nice and straight. Like these ones are perfect. Those ones are supercharging fins on your turbo. Perfectly fine. Don't worry about a thing. So then you take the charge wheel here that doesn't have any bends in it. Well, it's got a little bend right there. So let's just take a pair of pliers and we'll gently, straighten them out. Get them as close as we can. Tightness and tolerance. Turbos, you don't want to mess with them. We just kind of grab hold of it and rip it right off. You're guaranteed not to have any boost pressure issues with that turbo ever. Then we take this one. Why do I think I'm missing pieces here? Just ignore that. It's fine. So then we put that on there.
Don't try this.
No, that nut doesn't go there. Where's the we're missing the nut here. Yeah, the nut's gone. Don't know where it went. Yeah. Okay, so perfectly, this one here may fit, may not. Coarse thread and not, Oh, it's a reverse thread. That's right. And that's not a reverse thread. That's a standard thread. So I've lost a part here. I don't know where it went. Could be here somewhere. But either way, you got to be careful with these turbos. Make sure that when you're setting them down, you set them down nice. Keep the fins safe. Don't drop anything because you don't want to bend the impeller shaft. You don't want to bend the fins on your boosts on your exhaust side. So if you've got nice straight fins, if you bend them over a little bit more, you'll get higher boost pressure, right? Like, see, these are, customization turbo. Same as that little, dead spot there. It's like a starter. You just tap it with a hammer when you get to that dead spot. But make sure when you set these down on the table, you don't drop them. We can edit that out. We'll get that out of there. Nobody's going to see that. They'll never know. This turbo's going to work awesome. It's going to be the best turbo we've had yet in this Jeep. How many are we at now? 4? 3? Yep. There's sure you don't drop the exhaust side on top of it either. I didn't mean for that to happen. Yeah, that's not good. It'll be fine. We can use that turbo on a Honda. Yeah, it doesn't need all of the boost for the 5-cylinder. It can boost a 4-cylinder just fine. We just don't yeah. It's okay over there. So we got the whole side exposed here. Now, everything I had done was temporary. Not 100% temporary, but temporary enough that if I had to get into it and take stuff apart, I could. Like these water hoses. Obviously, they're too long. So this time around, we're going to shorten them. And these two right here. Hey, I didn't even clamp that one. Awesome. Looking at the stuff I forgot to do. Shh, don't tell anybody. Makes it easier so I can clamp them off and shorten them. Alright. So the offending turbo. Right? Yeah. It is offensive in every way a turbo can be. It does things it's not supposed to. Leaks oil. Bad leaking oil. Probably just got oil all over my face because leaking oil is the least of its issues. It does a whole bunch of stuff like that. But I need my rack, which I dropped. So we got a selection of 3 cans of brake cleaner, all with varying amounts in them. Exhaust pipe, which is full of stuff leaking out of it. We're going to try and clean everything up because she's going to smoke worse if I don't.
Danger. Shake hands with danger.
Get the wastegate line hooked up here.